So this morning was interesting. I got up a little later than I was planning on, and then everyone's ready to go in a decent amount of time, except for Tristan. Drove me mad, and then I was late getting to work and had to reschedule my first person. Like, they were so nice too. They waited as long as they possibly could, and had to go to some other appointment. So we ended up having to reschedule them. I mean, I guess which works out, but now I'm just waiting on these other first dogs to dry, and forgot I made coffee. Okay, so anyway, I forgot I made coffee. And this morning did not go well at all. Now Nadine's fussing. What? About time to get started on these two doggies. Friday morning. Thursday night into Friday morning, I think. Yeah, Thursday into Friday. I ended up doom scrolling until 4 a.m., which was a terrible idea. I wasn't like absolutely exhausted the next day, but I could have got more than an hour of sleep. And then Friday went surprisingly well. It was a chill day. Pretty chill. And then we had a cousin over to have a sleepover. So the kids had fun. The kids had a fun weekend. Friday, I got bit. Got my guard down for a split second with like the last dog, and he bit my finger as I was trying to pick him up off the floor, which he hates. He does not like being picked up off the floor. He's totally fine if he's already in someone's arms or up like in a top kennel or a table or a bathtub, but he does not like being picked up off of the floor. He even gets his mom sometimes when she picks him up. Little weenie dog. But anyway, it was an alright weekend, I guess, too. Got bit, and then I kind of got to sleep in Saturday. The kids were suddenly awake. Right about the time I thought I could go back to sleep. And then it was an uphill battle trying to get anything done Saturday morning. His cousin was still over for a bit, and then after he left to go do whatever they had going on, the kids like needed my attention for absolutely everything that they did. I was trying to type out the bulletins for church, and then in the middle of that and the kids vying for my attention, I needed to go help a friend pick her disabled sister up off the floor. And then we ended up staying over there for lunch, and by the time we got back home, it was time for the kids to go hang out with their dad for the weekend. And they had enough time to go to a park, but by the time I was ready to finally leave the house and go run my errands, Judy decided she wanted to come stay with me instead, and that's fine, totally fine, but my brain was still in the mode of get a quiet weekend, just me and the baby. And so I had a much louder weekend, I guess. And errands didn't take as long as I was expecting them to with an additional 3-year-old. But I wasn't able to get them done as early as I was wanting to. So us girls did do our nails. I put lashes on, took a bath, all that fun stuff. I forgot like half of my list because I wasn't trying to read and listen to her and use, all of my brain the entire time we were in the store. That's hard. I mean, at certain moments, it's okay, but not the entire, hour and a half, 2 hours we're in the store. And she did good. It's a normal 3-year-old. She did all right. But, see, Saturday, I went to bed after I got all of my stuff done. Went to bed about 2 a.m. and then I started bleeding by that point, so when I got up the next morning, it was the worst day of my cycle to try and go do anything, so we stayed home from church. I barely got out of bed, and I was so exhausted. My body kept trying to fall asleep, but the kids kept beating me for stuff. Juice, primarily. Juice and milk. And then today, Monday, still exhausted physically, and I ended up sleeping in. And then managed to get everyone but Tristan up and around and out the door in a decent amount of time. Everyone was ready to go and in the car. All of our stuff was in the car, and he still hadn't put his socks, pants, shirt on yet. We were still sitting next to him. So, we were like getting here. Which isn't all totally bad, because my first people were super nice. Like, they know how it is with kids. And then I did get to scroll a little bit. I wasn't doom scrolling at yesterday, but I did get to scroll a little bit, and all of my ads on social suddenly turned back to writing courses. There's this cute little writing tablet that doesn't connect to the internet or anything, and so it's literally just writing. You can't do anything else with it but type. And so I got back onto Tome and am working on a novel again. I'm trying to map it out so when I go to make the first draft, second draft, third draft, I have a map to go off of, and I can rearrange it however I want, whatever way it seems to flow better, smoother. And prophetic word channels on my YouTube are like, they're constantly posting something because they almost constantly get words from God, but there's a couple now that I haven't seen many updates from, and I'm suddenly seeing updates from, so the words that jump out to me that they post, I pay attention to. and